All right, folks. This is a video on the parts of a microscope, so we want to remember what everything is, what everything does, particularly for those of you who weren't here last week because of the flu. So microscopes have allowed us to explore the world of the smallest things on the planet, smallest living things anyways, like cells and bacteria. Their primary function is to magnify these objects large enough so we can see them with our own eyes. The type of microscope that we use in the lab is a compound light microscope. It's called compound because it has two sets of lenses that are used together to produce the image. And it's a light microscope because obviously it uses light to produce its image, not electrons like electron microscopes do. So let's start our tour with number one. The eyepiece tube or body tube. It is this black tube that sticks up towards your face. At the end of the eyepiece or body tube, you find the eyepiece or ocular lens. The eyepiece is the lens that is closest to your eye. Typically, these eyepiece lenses have a 10 times magnification to them. At the other end of the body tube, we find the nose piece, this part on the bottom that rotates to allow us to choose between different objective lenses. So the nose piece is a little carousel, spins around, and attached to it are typically three objective lenses. The objective lenses are the lenses closest to the object that you're looking at. So the eyepiece lens is the lens closest to your eye. The objective lens is the lens closest to the object that you're looking at. Again, most microscopes have three objective lenses on it, a scanning objective lens that comes in at 4 times magnification, a low power objective lens that comes in at 10 times magnification, and a high power objective lens that comes in at a 40 times magnification. To get the total magnification of the microscope, you multiply the eyepiece magnification times the objective magnification. Again, the objective is either going to be 4 times, 10 times, or 40 times. The eyepiece is always going to be 10 times magnification. So on our scanning lens, which is typically the shortest of the three, you get a total of 40 times magnification, 10 times 4. On the low power objective, the medium-sized objective lens, you get 100 times magnification, 10x from the objective lens and 10x from the eyepiece. 10 times 10 gives you 100 times magnification. Your high power objective is 40x. It's typically the longest of all the objective lenses. Its total magnification will give you 400 times 40x from the objective times 10x from the eyepiece. So again, just multiply the two together, objective times eyepiece, and you've got your total magnification. So these microscopes range from 40x to 400x. Now, important to note, you always start with the lowest power. You always start with the scanning objective lens. It's the easiest one to find your object with. You either center what you're looking at or you put it at the end of the pointer, and then you switch up to the low power, focus it, center it, and then switch up to the high power. But always start with the lowest power lens because it's easiest to find things. Number 9, the arm. That's what holds the whole optical system to the rest of the microscope. This is where you grab the microscope when you're carrying it. You'll grab it by the arm and you'll put one hand under the base. This black square is the stage. The stage is where you put your microscope slide for viewing. It holds your microscope slide. They typically have 2 stage clips on them to clip the microscope slide to the stage. Underneath the stage is a diaphragm, number 6. The diaphragm has different size holes in it to help you control the amount of light that hits your object. Brighter isn't always best when it comes to microscopes. Sometimes we need dimmer light in order to see details within our object. The diaphragm is what allows you to change the levels of light to get it to right where you need it to be. Over on the other side, we have a coarse focus or coarse adjustment knob, number 10. It's the big one, and it moves the stage up and down in big ways. When you turn this, the stage will move up and down a lot. Right below it is a smaller knob. That is the fine focus or fine adjustment knob. When you turn this one, the stage moves up and down much, much slower. When you're on the scanning objective, the lowest power objective lens, 40 times total magnification, you use the coarse focus knob. When you switch up to your higher powers, you will start using the fine focus knob instead. The reason for this is that you can actually push the objective lenses right into your microscope slide and break it. If you use the coarse focus knob, you're much more likely to do that. So once we switch over to the longer objective lenses, the higher power objective lenses, we use the fine focus knob instead. It's going to make it much less likely for us to break that microscope slide. Immediately below that is the diaphragm is the illuminator, directly under the diaphragm. Ours are fluorescent light bulbs. When you turn them on, it takes them a few seconds to flicker into life. That's what produces the light we need to see our object. And it is connected to the base. The base obviously supports the whole thing. And again, when you carry it, you put a hand around the arm, you put a hand under the base, and that's how you move the thing around. So there you have it. That's the parts and basic function of the microscope.